This is mackerel, sunflower seed, raw sunflower seed soaked in water and then drained and then processed, and carrot pulp, and on top of that is black-eyed peas and chickpeas minced up with the food processor. And honestly, I put a little bit of water in it because I drained off the chickpea stuff, and I should have saved the chickpea stuff for it. It's better if you use the chickpea. Anyway, some brown rice cooked up, and I'm going to be making dog treats while James eats his food. And we're going to be talking about Tales from the Odyssey, Tales of the Greek Heroes, Moon Over Manifest, Inkheart. And then James is going to talk some more about post-American world.
Read Zakaria.
Yeah. Which I think he's enjoying quite well.
I don't enjoy it. I can only listen to one
disc at a time. Well, it's a lot of information that he provides.
Fareed he gets a lot of things wrong. He's a big fan of capitalism and stuff like that.
Okay.
But he's right about us living in the post-American world.
Yeah.
What that means is post-democratic world. It won't be post-capitalist.
I'm going to talk about these, and then James is going to fill up with the other, because he'll have a lot to talk about. Inkheart. I enjoyed the book even more than the movie. I don't think it ended the same way as the movie did. I didn't remember it the same, if it was the same. Too bad there was some skipping. So I definitely thought that was worth listening to. This was great. Moon Over Manifest by Claire Vanderpool. This is not only an excellent book for the whole family to listen to together at bedtime, it is an excellent book for the family to listen to right now. People need to remind themselves to actually do some research into pandemics and understand that they need to take this seriously. The Spanish flu is running wild in the background in this story, and at first the authorities were basically telling the public to treat it as they would any flu. Funny how history repeats itself.
You had all sorts of people. The worst was some kid, felt so sorry for him. Anthropology major, of course. Not right, rings in both of his ears. I think he was wearing Peruvian caps, like appropriating them. Somehow or another, when the full gauche is appropriating stuff, it's okay, but anyone else doing it, it's awful, it's appropriation, it's disrespect, so on and so forth. But he was earnestly telling the whole class just before class started, it's no worse than the flu. I was saying, it's way worse. And it looks like Alberta had last flu season, no cases of flu, 20,000 cases.
So mask work. But anyway, I should say that I put 2 mackerel in here, so that'd be about 1/4 of a kilogram of mackerel. And this book, I wanted to love it, and I'm very interested in learning more about Greek legend and stuff like that. I always find it interesting, but this incarnation of it, or whatever, this telling of the myths and legends, whatever, it's not so great. There's a lot of the audiobook is filled up with repetition of a same sort of introduction to it's sort of like watching a little TV program, but there's not enough information in between, and so you get like a lot of the same. Anyway, and so honestly, this one was better than this one, but this one was the best. The pick of, and Inkheart was great, but I like that before. Okay, so you go on with Posted America.
Oh, yeah. We really didn't finish up with the first disc. We just finished the second disc.
Yeah, we did.
We finished going through it, but I'm not reviewing it.
Oh, reviewing it.
I should have said, but
no.
Still trying to wake up. Sometimes with the meds I'm on,
these sort of days
it's hard
too.
to wake up. It's hard to wake up when it's cloudy for me, because I'm on a couple of meds that are a little, they just bring the system down. Anyway, so yeah, Farid, buddy, okay, he was saying on the first disc that the biggest danger to an economy, I think he was saying social system, everything was inflation. Farid,
Yeah,
buddy.
a lot of people believe that. If they're really into business, it seems like that's.
Oh yeah, it's the whole thing is if you got inflation, you got savings. Inflation's going to eat into your savings. Now, what percentage of people have any sort of savings? See, the other
Especially
thing is if you
nowadays.
got debts, it helps you if you got debts.
I mean,
You
if
see how it
you're
works out?
if you're working person in America right now, for the most part, you're not
Yeah.
in the high end.
So if you're a regular kind of Joe or Jane, you don't have savings really, and you've got lots of debts. So does inflation hurt you? It helps you.
No, it's like right
Okay.
now, 2% for a mortgage, and they can lock that in for 5 years for you. Of course, people are buying homes.
So who hates inflation? The people that pay Fareed Zakaria's wages. Rich people. So it's not so good for them, but hey, it still is great for them. It's just by comparison with what it might be. So a rich person actually likes deflation, which can happen in an economic downturn. It happened for a while in the Great Depression. So what Fareed Zakaria adduces for his main proof is, look at Germany.